What's up, guys? Chris Chess Sports Cards here. We're doing 2020 Top Sound and Ginter third case break number 11. 11:10 on the clock. We're starting at 11:15. Just hang out and we'll get going soon. Thanks for joining us tonight. Dabber's red ink on. You want to hear a story about that Lewis rookie card, Gil? I gave it away. That's why it left. So, in all the time we've been breaking, I've never, ever had a mix-up with cards. And then we did about a month ago. My son was helping me sort. I honestly really don't even know what happened. Yeah, I gave it away. I really don't even know what happened, how it got mixed up. But somebody had Seattle in a Chrome break. I think we were doing like Chrome Hobbies or something like that. And they had a prism, a refractor, and a base rookie that was in that break. And somehow it went to somebody else. And the guy was totally cool about it. Like, first of all, the person I sent it to by accident, they contacted me. I had no idea it went to the wrong place. I wouldn't have known if the guy didn't point it out. He was so nice. The guy, he said, "Hey, listen, you sent me these cards. They weren't mine. Somebody's going to be looking for them, this and that." So I reached out to the guy who was in the break, apologized to him, said, "I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened. I will replace them. Let me buy you new ones, this, that, whatever." And I had a couple refractors here, and I had some bases here. So I was like, all right, just got to get him a prism, right? So I go online, I buy a prism from a guy for like 25 bucks. And the guy's like, I don't know, total idiot, scam artist, whatever it is. But he never mails the card. And he tells me he marks it as shipped. He tells me it's coming. He gives me a fake tracking number, this, that, whatever. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So it doesn't come. And I'm staying in contact with the guy whose cards they were, and I'm apologizing to him up and down. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get you this card. And he was so cool about it. Very, very cool. He could have really been a jerk if he wanted to be. So I bought another one. I got a refund on that one. I bought another one. The guy didn't ship again. The other guy I bought from. I'm like, what am I, cursed here? Well, at this point, it was like coming close to a month, and this guy didn't have his cards. So I sent him the auto. I just told him, I was like, listen, man, I got a Lewis auto here. I apologize for the wait. I apologize for the whole mix up, this, that, whatever. How about I send you this autograph instead, of the present, because I'm having a hell of a time trying to get this present. And of course, he was very, very happy with that. So, yep, that's what I did. I gave it away. And then Kyle Lewis was named Rookie of the Year like a week later. But I just felt horrible. Like I said, I never had that happen. I never had a mix up with cards before, going to the wrong people. And the guy waited so patiently for so long. He was so nice about it. And like I said, he could have been a real jerk if he wanted to be. And I wouldn't have blamed him if he was. So that's where my Kyle Lewis went. Oh, I'll have to look it up, but I'll let you know. I'll tell you, I've been dealing with some real winners lately. I had somebody run up $400 worth of teams last weekend who never paid, and he was a regular, not a guy you guys know, but like a regular customer, and just decided not to pay. Like I don't know. I've been running into some winners lately. So, but I'll let you know. The one guy was fairly new, and maybe I should have. I mean, his feedback was 100% and everything, but he didn't have a lot of sales. He only had like 20 or 30 feedback, so maybe I should have been a little more leery of him. But the amazing part was when I bought a second one, the same thing happened with that guy too. I'm just like, what in the hell is going on? I know, it was horrible. Like I've never honestly. Thanks, I appreciate. Yeah, yeah, $400 out of the first and second update break last week. The guy bought like Seattle. He bought all these things. He was in the chat. I mean, he's not a regular chat guy, but and then he just basically told me he wasn't paying, and I was like, "Excuse me," like, which I don't get. It's not like he got the cards or anything. Like I don't know, whatever. But um, yeah, I don't know what it is lately. I've been running into some winners on eBay lately. Anyway, guys, welcome. I will give you a better experience. I promise. These guys will let you know. I'm very good at what I do. But that guy was super generous and super nice and super understanding to the whole mix up. I let the other guy keep the cards, the guy who got them. I let him keep the Kyle Lewis's that he got, and I gave the other guy the auto. So it, cost me $100 in the end, but whatever. He's happy, and that's more important. Um, Anyway, welcome, Chef Sports Cards. I'm Chris. We're doing 2020 Tops Allen and Ginter third case break number 11. If you're new to the channel, we've been here for a couple years. We ship all cards from every break. Very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as possible. These cards should be out tomorrow. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you as a subscriber. We got a great group of guys here, and it's fun to hang out, chat, and open some good baseball cards. I'm kind of psyched about Ginter. I'm hoping this is it. We did the first third of this case. We got no rip cards. We got no hot box. We got a lot of relics, so I'm hoping we're going to have some good boxes here tonight and find some good stuff. So let's go over the teams, and we will get into it. Diamondbacks, Larry N. Braves, Art K. Orioles, Scott J. Red Sox, Eric B. Cubs, Scott J. White Sox and Reds, Ramon P. Indians, Jan C. Rockies, John G. Tigers, Eric B. Royals, Jan C. Astros, Ramon P. Angels, Dustin C. Dodgers, Ramon P. Brewers, Eric B. Twins, Joseph L. Marlins and Mets, Ramon P. Yankees, Salvador R. A's, Larry N. Phillies, Scott J. Pirates, Larry N. Cardinals, Ramon P. Padres, Jan C. Giants, Ramon P. Mariners, Sean S. Rays, Joseph L. Rangers, Ramon P. Blue Jays, Sean S. Nationals, Ramon P. And finally, the non-baseball spot is for William F. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing, guys. I try to be very. First of all, I knew this guy. Like, this isn't like some guy who broke with me once or twice. He's broken with me like at least a dozen times. And if any of you guys who are my regular guys didn't pay for whatever reason, I would just think like you fell asleep or you did whatever. There's no way I would sell your team out from under you. And to be honest, I go on and check people's feedback. You know, I'm telling you, like this person has like 1,000 feedback. You know, like it's and good feedback. You know, he's at 100%. So I try to give the benefit of the doubt where I can, but when something like that happens, I am at the point now where I'm like, I just if somebody's not paid, I just got to sell their team off because it's crazy, you know. So and I don't like being like that. You guys know me, man. I want to do everything to make everyone happy and have a good time. You know, I don't want to things happen, you know. I get guys all the time like, "Oh, dude, I fell asleep. I'm so sorry." I know, you know, I did the same stupid thing when I used to buy into breaks all the time. I used to do the same thing, and I don't want to stuff. I don't want someone to get up the next morning and be like, "Oh, I lost my team," you know, especially if they're a good guy, you know, guy who pays and a guy who, you know, has fun with it, you know. So I don't know. So it's really my own stupid fault, you know, just not it's funny too, because somebody asked me last week during those breaks if any teams were unpaid for, and I was like, no, it's okay, because I knew the guy. But what are you gonna do? All right, Baez a box topper for the Cubby for Scott J. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough. It's hard to kind of you know, you want to kind of fall somewhere in between. I got to protect myself, but also taking care of you guys at the same time. And like I said, you know, a regular guy like that, I would never think to be like, oh, I'm going to sell your teams, you know. But I don't know, maybe I should. I guess I'm going to be a bigger jerk. I don't know. All right, let's find some good stuff. Stop talking about nonsense. La la. Classic. There's a Arenado mini. We'll check the backs of the minis at the end of the box. Well, you know, like I've talked about this before, where you run into guys with fake accounts and who have new accounts and stuff. And I got one guy tonight who has like a really new account. He emailed me before the breaks, said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to bid and I'm going to pay." Hey, great, you know, because some of the guys you have to be real leery of that, you know. I don't really get what you get out of doing that, but I guess maybe I'm upset the guy. I don't know. Babe Ruth mini. Like that's what I was thinking in the back of my mind. Like, did I do something to piss this guy off that he's just trying to screw with me now? I don't know. And for a San Diego, enjoy a Lucchese relic. San Diego. Who's got my thing blocking it here? Jan C. And Sunny Gray Mini, Real Muto Field General. Yeah, usually. I mean, if there's something there worth selling, yeah, that's basically what happens to them. I mean, look, I've had a few times where it's played in my favor, you know, where you know the person just didn't pay and then like a huge hit came out, but usually it doesn't work out that way. I mean, I'm definitely in the hole, you know, over the course of the last few years by thousands of dollars. But yeah, I mean, you guys know I've won the Rosarena from a couple weeks ago. That guy never paid. That Pink Velocity Rosarena, you know, he never paid for a spot. And like sometimes I think to myself, even if the guy's not gonna pay, like once he sees the break, he will. And I emailed that guy 5 times. I even said, "Hey, did you watch the break?" Like, because I think the spot was $32, and it was like a $200 Rosarena that he hit. But I don't know. I mean, maybe something happened to the guy. God, I don't want to speak ill of him, but you know, maybe something happened. They never saw it or whatever. But you know, eventually you got to go. Well, you didn't pay. You know, so it's mine now. Pyrite. So, like I said, it doesn't usually go in my favor at all. The biggest one was last summer. Not this past summer, summer before, we were doing Bowman Chrome Mega Boxes, and Wander Franco was the big card, right? And the guy, and usually we were doing 10 box breaks. I did a lot of them. I did like 40 or 50 of them that summer. And usually the Tampa Bay spot was selling like around 75, 80, 85 bucks on average for that break. It was a Nico rookie. So guy bid him up. He emailed me and said, I can't pay. And for whatever reason, he was having a problem with this, that. I tried to do anything. I said, oh, you could do it this way, that. No, I'm sorry, I just can't pay. Okay. So I went into the to the chat and I told everyone, listen, there's a Eugenio Suarez for Cincinnati, and Cole Hamels. And I told everyone, listen, the guy who got the Reds, can't pay for the spot. If anybody's interested, this is what it was at. And it was like I said, it was like 60 bucks, 65 bucks or whatever. And nobody did. And I said, does anybody want to make an offer? Nobody offered. Okay. So I was like, all right. And we went on with the break, and I pulled a green Wonder Franco. And of course, everyone was like, oh my God. They were freaking out. And the guys who were in the break were actually really cool. They were like, dude, we didn't buy it. It's yours, And I mean, that was like at the time, it was like $1,000 card, So, like I said, every once in a while it works in your favor. But honestly, I don't want to do business like that. These cards aren't mine. They're your guys, Keno rookie. I don't ever, it never would even cross my mind to think like, oh, I want this card, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. It's not, these aren't my cards. They're yours. I'm just the guy who gets them to you, So, but it helps every once in a while to have something like that happen. That's for sure. It pays for the other guys who don't pay. Yeah, it's one thing when a guy who doesn't pay 20 bucks or whatever, I mean, it drives you crazy, but hey, whatever. But you run up $400 in teams. That's a lot. Vlad Sr. mini. Alvarez, a debut to remember. Siga. Goldschmidt. And the Chrysler Building. Tatis. And Bregman black border. Followed by the old horse. Come on, man, another relic. Lorenzo Cain for the Brewers. The little blue, light blue relic in there. Eric B. for the Brew Crew. Meadows and Vladdy debut to remember. No, I didn't get a chance to. It's so weird that it just feels so weird that it's right now. I'm hoping to catch some of it this weekend. Anything? Anybody like go crazy or anything, or anybody big leading it? I do enjoy seeing it. I don't get to watch much golf nowadays. I do play. My son and I both play, but we don't get to play that often either. But I do like to watch it when it's on. Trevor Story. Irrigator. Eloy Mini. Joe Torre, Field General. So the last third of this case will be on Saturday night. Sean Green mini for the Dodgers. Nothing out of the ordinary, yeah. It's always fun to watch, man. These guys are amazing. Anytime I watch professional golf, just makes me realize how bad I am. Even when I go out and have a good day, I think, wow, man, I'm getting pretty good at this. And I watch those guys, and I'm like, oh, I suck. And an old trunk. Patronus Towers. Okay, let's check the backs of these minis and get onto a better box. AG at Trevor Stewart. Oh, for the Cardinals. Very nice. Who has got the Cardinals? Ramon P. Paul Goldschmidt, Brooklyn back. I love the hand number Brooklyn backs. They're just awesome. 5 of 25. Oh, Paul Goldschmidt. I love the good mini. Yeah, the Woods and the Brooklyn backs and all that. We didn't have one the other night, so. And of course, as you guys all know, I have the my awesome little top loaders that I like to use. There you go. Paul Goldschmidt, Brooklyn back. Nice one, Ramon. Congrats, buddy. Let's check the rest of these real quick. John Lester, AG. Derek Gold, AG. Mariano Rivero, AG. All right. Nice Brooklyn back. You got a Bo Bichette from National Treasures. Nice. What, which one? The RPA or another one? Because the RPA would be a monster hit out of National Treasures. That's the card you want. It's like the sideways one with the nice big patch in it. I mean, there's other Bo Bichettes in there. I mean, it's still a great hit no matter what, but the RPA is the real big money card. And Pete Alonso for the Mets. It's an awesome hit though, man, on National Treasure. I love NT. It's they don't have the license, but like there are certain Panini products that I really like. You know, like I like Optic a lot. Even without the license, I still like Optic a lot. I like NT a lot. Because those box number 2, good luck everyone. Those RPAs are just awesome. And Kikuchi relic for Seattle. Sean S. Palmer and Santiago. Congrats though, man. That's an awesome hit. One of one auto as well. Oh, psych. I wish I was that lucky. Oh. Okay. Springer mini. Boba shit out of NT. Nothing to sneeze at. A cave. Solak. I don't know, Gil. Yeah, you're right though, Gil, about their ball control and stuff. I don't even, on the rare occasion that I do like backspin a ball, I'm like, how the hell did I just do that? Or my son does it sometimes. I'll be like, do you actually know how to do that? Or you're just getting lucky. And he always gives me that like, shrugs his shoulders like, kind of. Alvarez rookie. But I guess if you hit, 1,000 balls a day or whatever, you can figure that stuff out. Alex, I'll be honest with you. First of all, you need to have. There are a lot of guys who buy into breaks who shouldn't, as far as I'm concerned. Um, and this is not a slight on anyone, but like, I get guys sometimes who are like, you're one box in and they're like, oh, I can't hit anything, and you're like, man, this is not the thing for you. Like, you could have a nervous breakdown doing this. You do not. The key to doing this, if you want to try and flip cards and make money, is to really seriously research teams. Research their hits, stuff like that. Because there's always teams out there that are less expensive that have some mega hits. Like some old, there's a San Diaz rookie mini. Some Hall of Famers and stuff like that, But I'm not really this type of person, but sometimes there's just a lot of luck involved in it. You get on a hot streak, hit a bunch of stuff, and then you go really cold for a while. But honestly, the income that you use for it should be kind of disposable, to be honest with you. I mean, it's great if you can turn something around and make money off it, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you're into, or if you're looking to collect a little and sell a little or do whatever. But the money you use to buy into breaks really should be disposable. Booming cities and the dog down on the farm. Just not because I think it's wrong, just for your sanity more than anything. Because honestly, you're not going to hit what you want 9 times out of 10. It's just too. Josh Hader with a pinstripe, and there's a Nico rookie. And like I said, it's believe me, I've had some really crazy streaks where I've hit a ton really good stuff, and it's awesome. But I can also tell you about going a year without hitting anything, and spending tens of thousands of dollars on breaks, and not having anything to show for it. Not anything substantial anyway. It's a Nico rookie. And for Milwaukee, Eric B. Josh Hader. Okay, let's get off this relic thing. This is crazy. And I've had guys too who have emailed me and been like, yeah, I think maybe you're right. It's not. They get a little too emotional about it. It's like, I believe me, I wish I could pull a great hit for every person who was in every break. I would love that, Just doesn't happen that way, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why. First of all, I am not a fan of Update at all. I got to be honest with you. I think after doing those breaks last weekend, it is a really, really disappointing product. It really is. I mean, I think maybe the most disappointing product of the year. Jim Abbott, they had plenty of rookies they could have put in it that they didn't, that they're obviously holding over for Series 1, which again, I'm not totally against that, but within reason. They shorted other guys like Lewis, or, like Robert out of it, basically. And what they charged for it. I sold off the rest I have. I'm not breaking any more of it. I don't. And you can see already how disappointed people are in it. It's gone down like 400 a case already. But I mean, you look at the Rookie of the Year voting they just had. And two of the guys who were in the Rookie of the Year voting weren't even in update. They both should have been. I don't know. I just don't think it's a great product. Munson, Hancock Center. And like you say, I mean, how can there not be a Robert rookie debut? I don't understand that. Like, I get that his rookie came out in Series 2, but I don't know. I don't know, something. I guess, again, they're holding it over if they're going to do it at all. But I actually have a case of Series 2. Thinking about us breaking next week. I've had it for a while. Case of Series 2 Jumbos I think we'll do next weekend. And we're going to do some... I get some more gold label for next weekend, too. All right, next hit's coming up. Good luck, everyone. For San Diego, Machado mini relic framed. It's a nice one there. For JNC, Machado. My son would be very jealous. He loves Manny Machado. Star third baseman of the San Diego Padres. Yeah, that's what I got to be honest. I actually forgot I had the case of Series 2. I don't know what I thought. I thought I sold it, but I didn't. I was at my office the other day, and there's some cases up on a shelf, different stuff, and I was like, "What is this in the back?" I was like, "Oh, Series 2." And after as much as I didn't like update this weekend, I was thinking, let's break this next week. So I think I'm gonna post that for next weekend. Well, this year was odd. Series 1 was the best product they had this year because they had so many rookies to put in there. It doesn't usually work out that way. It's usually quite the opposite. But yeah, Chicago usually sells. I mean, I was going to do half jumbo cases. Chicago usually sells for like 200. Kepler, black border. Rooster. Toro rookie. Green mini. All right, last pack of box 2. Yastrzemski and Farmer. All right, let's check these backs real quick. Springer AG, Diaz AG, Sean Green AG, and Carl Yastrzemski AG. All right. All right, box number 3. Yes, so Rosarena is in Series 2 on St. Louis. I mean, his original rookie is in Series 1. He is in Series 1. But he's in Series 2 also. There is a Bryce Harper for the Phillies. All right, box 3. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, it's amazing. I was actually thinking about it today. Verlander mini. how things change over the course of a season. Like Cincinnati at the beginning of the year was one of the best selling teams because of Aquino. And now they're like one of the worst selling teams because of Aquino. But like I think Aquino could be good still. Like I mean I know he didn't have a great year this year. But now's the time to maybe pick up some Aquinos, you know what I mean? Because you can get them at a really good price. All right, next hit coming up. Good luck, everyone. Come on, baby. Jeez. Get that card off of there. For the Cubs, Anthony Rizzo. Mini framed relic. Conforto behind there. Girardi. It is a very, very blue relic. Star first baseman, Chicago Cubs. I love the framed ones. They're so much better. Scott J. There you go, buddy. Nice Rizzo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, Shogo didn't do a lot, but Shogo didn't have a lot of time either. I mean, again, I think everyone should just write this year off. I mean, if you had a good year, great. If you didn't, so be it. Move on. You know, I just think this whole year with COVID and spring training and then that, and then the summer training and this and that. I mean, it's understandable why guys had some, you know, strange years this year. I mean, I know the guys who pay them millions of dollars don't want to hear that, but it's kind of the way I feel about it. You know, some of these guys who were quote unquote rookies this year, even if they did come up in September call-ups the year before or whatever, I think they need to give them a little more of a shot or a chance. I mean, Shogo, I don't know how much playing time he actually got. I mean, I know he's playing a fair amount, but I don't know. Just a weird year. to be getting ready and then get shut down for what, 4 months and then try to get ready again real quick. And I mean, granted they're not running marathons, but you know, it's still a lot of work. Eckersley. But again, too, at the prices that Cincinnati's selling at and breaks and everything else, like he could become better. You know, sometimes it's just worth kind of investing, you know. Keston black border, you know, throw a few bucks in. And seriously, I'm talking about like, you know, there's not a single break that, you know, Cincinnati's selling more than like $10 or $12. In many cases, less than that, you know. That if you know, you might pick up a few cards and sit on them for a year or so, and they might make you a lot of money at some point, you know. Jermaine Dye. 18 update. I broke a ton of 18 update back when it came out, and then I actually got some last year, and it didn't. See, here's the problem with breaking something like that. I mean, it's an awesome product to open, but if you look at the prices on 18 update, I mean, I don't even know what you're looking at now. I haven't looked at them in a while, but they're absurd. You know, hanger boxes sell for like $100. But that's because there's basically 3 guys in there that you're looking for, you know, that are huge money. Safe holds and citadels. But translate that into a break, even though those teams will sell for a good amount of money, the other teams don't cover the cost. You know, that's what makes it tough about breaking something like that. That's why usually when you see it in a break, it's in a mixer and it's like 1 box, you know. Pedroia for Boston. Eric B. Like you'll see 1 box of something like that in a mixer with other stuff because it's the only way you can really cover the cost. But to buy like a case or do a half case of it it's almost impossible because you got 3 teams that'll sell for a lot, but the other 27 teams won't sell for hardly anything. And the case of that stuff is like $6-7 grand at this point or whatever it is. Who's the other guy? Soto Acuna and now I'm having a brain fart. But again, even if, like, let's say you buy a case of that stuff. Well, Otani, it wasn't his first rookie card, but, and now Otani's value is not that great anyway, but, even if you did buy a case of that stuff at the 4, 5, 6,000, whatever it's selling for these days, like Washington and Atlanta might sell for $300 or $400, but every other team will sell for 10, 15 bucks. That's what's tough about some of those. They sell better as boxes for the individual to try and hit something out of. And oddly enough, the few times, like even this year, I bought stuff a few times where I did 19 stuff, thinking like, oh, well, everybody will be into this. They'll want the Tatis or this or that or whatever. They didn't really sell that great. I mean, they did okay, but not as well as I thought they would have. And I think that also has to do with the fact that there's a lot of new people in the hobby. They want new product, which is fine, but we brought in a few different 19 products from last year, and I mean, they sold, but not, it wasn't anything crazy. Jim Bunning. But I mean, it's certainly gettable. It's not, that's not a problem. And it's funny too when I see the price on it now. I mean, if you go back and look at our breaks, there's a Robert rookie. We probably did, I did multiple cases of update when it came out. But it's like anything else, and you get the hot rookie, but then you always get the one or two guys who bust out a year or two later. Under the Bed. World Trade Center. Yeah, well, I think it's what they know. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just think it's look, this is not necessarily an easy hobby. Hey, there he is. First rip card for Texas. Ramon P. Nice, buddy. That is Pudge Rodriguez, 40 of 75 rip card. Congrats, dude. It's a genuine Allen and Ginter rip card. Congratulations, buddy. This is not necessarily an easy hobby to learn quickly. Everybody, and if you did pick everything up really fast, I applaud you, because I made a lot of mistakes when I got back into it. I mean, look, I collected when I was a kid, but I didn't collect obviously the way I collect now. I collected and went to the store and bought a couple packs and traded them with my friends, and screwed around with them, and we had one or two cards that we knew were valuable that we were really looking for back then. But it took me a few years to really learn the ins and outs when I got back into it. And I think when you're new, I think it's just easier to go with to learn by what's new, I don't. And what's funny? I don't know anything about wrestling at all. I haven't watched wrestling since I was a kid, to be honest with you. Sometimes I wish I did know more about it, because I know it's certainly a lucrative area as far as cards go. That and Pokemon. I wish I knew more about Pokemon. I'd like to take like a Pokemon class from someone, because I know the general what the game is and stuff, but I don't know about the cards too well, other than, what do we got here? Other than Charizard. Let's see here. We have a Joey Votto plate, 1 of 1 black printing plate for the Reds. Ramon P. Man, Ramon, you picked some good teams tonight, buddy. Joey Votto printing plate, mini, 1 of 1. Congrats, buddy. Very cool. It's funny too, because I actually saw some of the WWE Chrome blaster boxes at a Target. And yeah, maybe you and I can get on the phone one day, Alex. You can give me a little a little tutorial about Pokemon. I mean, like I said, my son used to get them when he was a kid. I know a little bit about them, and I know everyone's always looking for Charizard and stuff like that. But I know that's a whole world of cards I don't even come close to understanding. um, but was it last week or the week before? I was at Target, and there were 6 boxes of WWE Topps Chrome sitting on the shelf. And I was like, I looked it up on eBay, and the boxes were selling like at a profit a little bit. Oh, there you go. For the White Sox. It's Robert the Box Topper. Nice one there for Ramon P. um, and they were selling for like around 35 bucks on eBay. So certainly I could have bought them and just resold them that way. But I was thinking like, wow, there's enough there I could do a break, but I don't even know how to do it because I don't know the people, you know? And it seems like now, from the little bit I know, that the ones that are the most valuable are a lot of the women who were in it, and I really don't know anything. So I said, you know what, I'll leave it for the next guy. Really? Which card did you sell there, Alex? The funny part is I have a ton of Pokemon cards here. I just don't know anything about them. Let me dump a little base here before we have an avalanche on our hands. All right, so we are in box 4. We did find a rip card. Got that. We got that plate. But we still didn't get a hot box. So that means on Saturday there's definitely going to be the hot box. Cave. Empire State Building. And another Robert rookie. And our next hit. Good luck. Oh, wow. Monster hit. Jeez. For the non-baseball spot. Joe Burrow auto. Holy mama. Congrats, man. William F. It's a night to buy the non-baseball spot. Nice one, buddy. Congrats. I hope you're watching, dude. Non-baseball spot. That's pretty much the one you want. There's a couple other good ones too, but man, this is that'll fetch you a few shekels, my friend. Congratulations, buddy. Awesome. Joe Burrow. Sweet hit. So now, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, we never checked the backs from the last box. Let's do that real quick. Just to make sure we're not missing anything. Ty Cobb AG, Eckersley AG, Mike Piazza AG. Yeah, that'll fetch a few shekels. I can tell you that when Allen Ginter first came out, that card was listing for $800. I doubt it's that now, but I know that's what it was when Allen Ginter came out. That's what it was listing at. So my guess would be, I don't know, $400, something like that. And again, that's just a guess. I could be completely wrong. I don't follow a ton about football cards, so. But I do remember looking it up when it first. Bugging out, fire ants. Shanghai Tower. See, now his case is heating up, man. A rip card, Joe Burrow auto, 101 plate. Well, it had to after the way the first third of this case went. That was not, there was like nothing in that. But like I said, we're definitely going to have the hot box for Saturday. Unless they chipped us out of a hot box, but I doubt it. I've never seen that. Gavin Lux rookie. And Uh, Edmund, black border, and pig. Let's see what we pull out of here. Maybe a rip card too. It's supposed to be a guarantee of 2 rip cards per case. Although we've seen more than 2 in a case, more than a few times. Another Edmund. Alex, who is who? Joe Burrows? He was the #1 pick in the football draft last year. He's the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. Eckersley. And as far as I can tell, not easy to come by. Not just in here, but in general. I mean, in the few football breaks we've done this year, not had an easy time finding anything with Joe Burrows on it. It certainly doesn't mean it's not out there, but they definitely seem to be holding this kid's stuff back a little bit, trying to keep his value up. So, quarterbacks sell. That's all there is to it. Even bad quarterbacks sell. Jermaine Dye mini. Patronus Towers. Calhoun mini. Copper. Wow, man. Colts are the real deal, huh? They put a shellacking on them tonight. Booming cities, Riyadh. Well, that's one of those times where for the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung, Ramon P. Ramon, you picked the right guys tonight. That's one of those spots where, I mean, the non-baseball spot, it's gone down some. Like when Ginter first came out on a third case, the non-baseball spot was usually selling for like around $80. Now it's selling for around $50, which is about right. I mean, prices come down. But if that card's $300-400, you just paid for a bunch of them. I don't know how many times he's bought the non-baseball spot in Ginter, but he's paid for 5 or 6 breaks that he's probably looked for it. And who knows? Maybe he's already up one. Arcia mini. Buster Posey. Yeah. You know what? The funny thing is, I don't have anything against wrestling at all. In fact, I think they've done a wonderful job with wrestling, as the little bit I know of it, as it's kind of grown over the years. I mean, I know wrestling's been huge forever. It was huge when we were kids, but they're really good at putting a show on and everything. I sometimes worry about doing a break like that. Look, I open a lot of cards. Could I do a WWE break? I'm sure I could muddle my way through it, but I feel weird doing a break on something I don't know much about. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not an expert on baseball, but I know a lot about baseball. I know the players, I know this, I know that. There's nothing that drives me more crazy than when you break with a guy who can't even pronounce the names of 90% of the guys they're opening. And I mean, I've talked about this before, Chapman, or take the time to look at a checklist, but unfortunately with wrestling, I just don't know anybody, so I would feel like a fraud trying to pass it off like I did. Oh yeah, that's, remember when they had the cage match at wherever. Byrne, actor, comedian for, what is his first name? Steve Byrne. I don't know this guy. For the non-baseball spot. William F. Perez. Oh, I don't. Believe me, there is Again, I'm not going to say his name or say who he breaks for. There is one guy in particular, he doesn't even attempt to announce the names of people. And I know it's because he has no idea. He doesn't know anything about cards. He doesn't know anything about sports. And every time I hear him break, I just want to be like, dude, like, how can you be a card breaker and not know anything about cards or sports? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. A dark tunnel. But hey, people break with him if they. Yeah, I'm sure he's a very nice guy. Williams Mini Steinway Tower. All right, last couple packs. We'll do a hit recap and we'll get out of here. Tejada. And last pack of the break. Jose. And Bucky Lassick Mini. Alright, let's check these backs real quick. And I was worried there for a little bit. Oh, fumble. Jeez Louise. I was worried there for a little bit. We've got some saving grace in that last box and a half. Alright, let's see. Jermaine Dye AG. Orlando Arcia AG. And Chapman AG, Tony Gwynn AG. Okay. Alright, guys. Give me 1 minute. Put a quick hit recap together. Again, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. So we'll be back on Saturday with the end of this AG case plus a couple of Bowman Chrome Mega Box breaks. And as I said, we know for sure we're going to have the hot box and at least one more rip card on Saturday. And to be honest, we haven't had a lot of autos out of this case. I mean, not nearly what we've had in the past. So I'm hoping we'll have some more autos. I mean, we obviously got a good auto, but the cases we've had all year, or what are we in our fourth or fifth case, have had a lot more autos than this one has. So I'm hoping maybe we'll have a bunch in that last one there. So we'll see. All right, let's do a quick hit recap. Just do some rookies real quick. We're doing a hit recap for 2020 Topps Allen and Ginter third case break number 11. Rookies, these will all be sleeved and top loaded. Robert, Lux, Alvarez, Aquino, and Nico. And when we do the sort, I'll double check, make sure I didn't skip any. We had 2 top-loaded minis tonight. We have this beautiful Goldschmidt Brooklyn back, hand numbered to 25, 5 of 25 for the Cardinals. And then a rookie, Nico Horner. I just love using the little, my little cigarette, or my, my little top loaders. All right, relics, Kikuchi, Kane, Eugenio Suarez, Casey, Hader, and Pedroia. DeYoung and Byrne. We had 2 mini framed relics, one of Rizzo and one of Machado. Those are very cool. And we had a couple lovelies here at the end. Votto, a 1 of 1 framed mini plate, black plate. Very cool. The Pudge rip card to 75, and then this delicious Joe Burrows auto for the non-baseball spot. Guys, again, thanks for joining me tonight. I always appreciate your business. I love ripping cards for you guys. Like I said, we'll be back on Saturday. If you can join us, we'd love to have you then. We will get these out to you tomorrow. Everyone have a stay safe, stay healthy out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Hit that subscribe and like if you can. I'd appreciate it. Have a great night. Take care.